The power of thinking big begins with a simple truth: your life will never grow beyond the size of your thoughts. Everything you see around you, every success, every invention, every breakthrough, started as a thought in someone's mind. Before it became real, it was imagined. Before it was achieved, it was believed. Most people do not fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They fail because they think too small. They limit themselves with fear, doubt, and past experiences. They aim low to avoid disappointment, not realizing that small thinking creates small results. Thinking big does not mean being unrealistic. It means refusing to let fear decide what is possible for you. It means choosing belief over doubt, vision over comfort, and growth over safety. Big thinking expands your mindset, and an expanded mindset opens doors you never saw before. From an early age, many people are taught to be realistic. But what society often calls realistic is actually fear in disguise. You are told to lower your expectations, to stay in your lane, to not dream too big. Over time, these messages shape your identity, and you begin to believe that certain levels of success are meant for others, not you. The truth is, thinking small is learned, and so is thinking big. Your mind is programmable. What you repeatedly tell yourself becomes your reality. If you constantly say, "I can't," your brain will find reasons to support that belief. But when you start saying, "Why not me?" your brain begins searching for possibilities instead of excuses. Big thinking starts with belief. You must believe that growth is possible, that improvement is available, and that your future can be better than your past. Belief is not blind optimism. It is a decision to trust your potential even when results are not yet visible. When you think big, your standards rise. You stop accepting mediocrity. You stop settling for less than what you are capable of. Your actions change because your expectations change. You no longer ask, "What is the easiest path?" You ask, "What is the best path?" Thinking big also changes how you handle failure. Small thinkers see failure as proof they are not good enough. Big thinkers see failure as feedback. They understand that mistakes are part of the process, not the end of the journey. When your vision is big, setbacks feel temporary, not permanent. Look at the people who achieved extraordinary things. They were not free from fear, but they were driven by vision. They believed in something bigger than their comfort zone. They dared to imagine a future that did not yet exist. Thinking big is the foundation of personal growth. Without it, discipline feels pointless, effort feels exhausting, and dreams feel unreachable. With it, every small step feels meaningful because it is connected to a larger vision. Ask yourself honestly, are you thinking big enough about your life? Are your goals exciting you or just keeping you safe? The quality of your future depends on the size of your thinking. The small thinking is not a personality trait, it is a habit. And like all habits, it can be changed. The first step to breaking small thinking is awareness. You must notice the language you use, the excuses you repeat, and the limits you accept without questioning. Small thinking often sounds logical. It says, "I'll try later," "This is good enough," or "People like me don't do things like that." These thoughts feel safe, but safety comes at a cost. It costs growth, fulfillment, and potential. One of the biggest causes of small thinking is fear of judgment. Many people do not think big because they are afraid of what others will say. They fear being criticized, misunderstood, or laughed at. But thinking big requires courage. You must be willing to look foolish before you look successful. Another cause of small thinking is past failure. When something does not work out, the mind tries to protect itself by lowering expectations. But protection can turn into limitation. If you allow your past to define your future, you will never grow beyond it. To break small thinking, you must challenge your assumption. Ask yourself why you believe certain things are impossible. Who told you that? Is it based on facts or fear? Most limits disappear when examined closely. Your environment also plays a powerful role. Surrounding yourself with negative, complacent, or fearful people reinforces small thinking. Big thinking requires exposure to growth-minded ideas, people who challenge you, and environments that inspire progress. Another powerful way to break small thinking is through action. Confidence does not come before action, it comes from action. Each small step you take toward a bigger goal rewires your belief system. You prove to yourself that growth is possible. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Comparison shrinks your vision and steals your focus. Everyone's journey is different. Thinking big means committing to your path, not measuring it against others. Replace negative self-talk with intentional language. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," say, "I'm learning." Instead of, "I can't," say, "I'm figuring it out." Words shape identity, and identity shapes behavior. Breaking small thinking is uncomfortable. Growth always is. But discomfort is a sign that you are expanding, not failing. The discomfort you feel today is the evidence of the life you are building tomorrow. When you break free from small thinking, you do not just change your goals, you change your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who grows, adapts, and improves. That identity becomes your greatest asset. To thinking big is not just about dreaming, it is about how you live your life every single day. Big thoughts without big actions remain fantasies. The true power of thinking big shows itself in the small, consistent choices you make when no one is watching. Thinking big in daily actions starts with how you treat your time. Big thinkers respect time because they understand its value. They do not waste hours on distractions that add nothing to their growth. They design their days with intention. They ask themselves, is this action moving me closer to the life I want or further away from it? Big thinking shows up in discipline. Discipline is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It is waking up early when it would be easier to sleep. It is continuing to work when motivation fades. Big thinkers do not wait to feel ready, they act ready and confidence follows. Your daily habits are the physical form of your thoughts. If you think big, your habits must reflect that belief. Reading instead of scrolling, learning instead of complaining, practicing instead of procrastinating. These small decisions compound into massive results over time. Thinking big also means setting higher standards for your effort. You stop asking, is this enough? And start asking, is this my best? Excellence is not about perfection, it is about intention. Big thinkers bring quality to ordinary actions. Another powerful daily action of big thinkers is continuous learning. They understand that growth requires knowledge. They invest in books, skills, mentors, and experiences that expand their understanding. While others seek entertainment, big thinkers seek education. Big thinking affects how you respond to challenges. Instead of reacting emotionally, you respond strategically. You look for solutions instead of excuses. You ask better questions. You turn obstacles into opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Your environment also reflects your level of thinking. Big thinkers organize their space, their schedule, and their priorities. They reduce chaos so they can increase focus. They intentionally create surroundings that support growth. Thinking big in daily actions means taking responsibility. You stop blaming circumstances, people, or luck. You accept that while you cannot control everything, you can control your response. Responsibility is empowering because it gives you control over your future. Big thinkers also practice self-respect daily. They take care of their physical and mental health. They understand that energy is a resource. Without energy, even the biggest vision cannot be pursued. Consistency is where thinking big becomes reality. You do not need dramatic actions, you need reliable ones. Progress happens when you show up daily, even when progress feels slow. When your daily actions align with your big vision, confidence grows naturally. You no longer rely on external validation because you are proving your commitment to yourself. Thinking big in daily actions transforms your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who hopes for change and start seeing yourself as someone who creates it. That shift is where real power lies. T.